What are you doing, Steve?
Oh, hello Linda. Hello boys and girls. I'm just getting down a piece of wood from my ceiling. This is an offcut, so I'm going to recycle it. And I'm going to recycle it by making it into some mudguards on my tractor that I've just been assembling here. So I'll put that aside and we'll cut that soon. And I want to show you the parts all laid out ready to go. I've got a roof, I've got a body, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 washers, 2 smaller ones and 2 bigger ones. 2 smaller ones for the smaller wheels and 2 bigger ones for the big wheels. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. They're going to go through the holes. I've got 1 hook that's going to go on the back. I've got some drill bits to drill with. And I've got 2 screws here to hold the roof on, and another screw to show you the different sorts of screws you can have. Because with screws, they come with different heads. You can see that this has got a cross, this has got a square, and these ones have got slots. So we have to have a different screwdriver for each one. So for the slots one, the one we're going to put the wheels on with, I've got a screwdriver on my drill with a slot that's going to fit into the slot like so. And then when I pull the trigger on my drill, it will turn it like so. So what we're going to do is assemble my body and put it on the roof and see what it looks like. So I actually might start by putting on the roof. So I'm going to put the roof on about here. And to do that, I'm going to glue it, but I'm also going to put 2 screws in it. So I need to get my drill from over here. And I've got a drill bit chosen that I'm going to put in the end. This one here is going to go in. I'll tighten that up. And now I can drill a hole down through my roof into the tractor body. That's good. And now I could screw that down. I'm just going to do this lightly because I really need to make sure that this doesn't split the body or the roof off. So what sort of screw head do I need now? I need a square one, don't I? So I'm going to pull out the one that we had in the drill to start with and put a square one in. Have a look, that square one should fit the end of the screw with the head like that. Goes in there like that. That's called a square head screw. So I can screw that down like so. Right, so that would be the first job done. I think we need another screw in there too. So I'm going to repeat the process. A bit faster.
So you've actually got 2 drills, Steve, haven't you? One to drill the hole,
Yep.
and then one with the...
Yes, this is the noisy one that the children hear at preschool. Because when it gets tough to screw, it starts making hammer noises. And all the children start blocking their ears because it's so noisy.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a straight drill for drilling holes.
2 drills, yeah.
So I need the other long screw here. And I'll put that screw in there. I might just use a shorter one. They come in different lengths. See, this one's going to fit the square head as well. Just like that. Like so. Right, now for the wheels. This wheel's going to go on here. I've re-measured these so that the holes are in the right place, because these big wheels need to be higher up so that they're level on the ground. So what I do is I take my screw and I put a washer on there. That's going to drop through there and it's going to go in that hole. Just got to find it. Find the little hole, the start of it. There it is. Now I can do that with my slot screw head, which has gone where into my ruler. Whoops, that's got to click in there. That's it, now it won't come out. And we can put the slot head in there. Whoa, have to be careful of that happening. And now we'll do the front wheel, same way. Except I need one of the smaller ones that went down on the floor there. So we'll put that on here. Then through the wheel, like that. And then it's going to go in here. And I have to be careful I don't let it spin again. Right, that wheel's going to go around, that wheel's going to go around. Let's turn it over and we'll do this side. Now I'm going to have to take this all apart again once I've got it working, because I want to paint it, and I don't want to paint it with the wheels on because they'll be different colours. They'll have tyres on them, won't they? So that's a front wheel, it's going to go here. We have to stop in the right place, don't we? Could go a wee bit further. That's the hard thing about slot head screws, is keeping the screwdriver in the slot. It wants to jump out all the time. That's better. And now the last wheel, and we'll see if it works, this tractor. Now where did our other washer go? It's disappeared off the floor, I think. We'll just put this on without it. We don't need it at the moment. I'll find it. It's probably pinged onto the floor when we flicked it before. So I'll find that later on. You can always just use a hand screwdriver. You don't have to use a drill to do these screws up. Sometimes it's easier because you can get them in the right place to start with. Right, there we are. So let's have a look. Does it work? Oh yeah, it's going to go well. It's going to need painting. It needs a hook on the back. And the hook's going to go in here. That's for towing trailers. So I've got a different drill bit to go in there. Let me just undo this one. It comes out. And we've got a finer one just here. These come on all different sizes, from very, very fat down to very, very, very thin. I'll use a very thin one when I put the mudguards on to this model, you'll see. Now we need to make sure that this is in the middle. So I'm just going to take the wheel off again. So I can't measure it with the wheels on. And I know it's working now, so that's going to be good. I do need to get find the other one of those washers to go on that. Take this wheel off as well. And now I'm going to measure the middle of this body with a ruler. So let me just check here. It's going to be you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there?
Can.
Well, it's going to be halfway between the 2 and the 3. So I'll do that. Right there. So that's where I want to drill my hole. This is for towing trailers. I'll put the tow hook on the back just to see if that's going to work. Yep, that's going to work. That's good. So it's got to be screwed all the way in, but at the moment that's a good start. And you can see that the tow hook will be able to hook on the trailer onto there. So let's take it back out because it's not going to be able to be painted while it's in there. We want to leave that out. And we're going to take this off again with these wheels. And the roof's got to come off because it's got to be screwed down hard, and I want to just use another little bit that cuts a V out of that so that it doesn't put too much pressure on the top of the wood. So I'm going to take that one out. I'm lucky with these screwdrivers. Look, the light comes on when I go to do it up. So if it was dark, it lets me see where I'm going. So I need the square one again. That clicks in there, and that can take out these two screws. Hear it start to growl. So there we are, they're out. And now we can start work on our little model. Because I promised you we'd have a little model to do. So let's come over here, Linda, and see what we're up to. Now I needed some scissors, but I can use this pair instead. What we're going to do is make a track vehicle. If you have a look at the bulldozer is the one I'm going to do. See how it's got a track that goes around? This track goes around like so. Actually the wheels are inside that track. So in a way it's laying its own road as it goes along, driving along its own road made of the tracks. That's why it's called a self-laying track vehicle. And bulldozers have tracks like this because it makes them grip on the road really hard, so they can push lots of dirt along like that. So I thought that's what we'd make our little model from. So we're just going to make two tracks like on there. I'll just snip that up here. And I'll get the other one up in a minute, but that's going to be our first track. And here's the body of our little mini bulldozer. So I'm going to glue that on this side, and I'll glue the other one on that side, and I'll come back to see you when I'm done. There you are, that's all glued on, two tracks ready for them to go along. So we need to make two bits for them. We need to make a seat on the back for the bulldozer driver to sit in, and we need a scoop on the front like so. So I'll cut those out of cardboard for tomorrow and add them onto my model here. Cut it out of this card, and then it'll be a great bulldozer ready to use for bulldozing the roads. So that's that for now. I just need to come back and start to cut some of my mud guards for the tractor, because we need mud guards, and this is a bit of wood I pulled down from the roof, and I'm going to cut that into little pieces to make a mud guard out of. So let's see if we can do that right now. So that's good. We're going to cut these little pieces. Sorry, we're going to glue these little pieces like so around the top of the wheel, and they'll make a little mud guard. And I need to do some little nails to nail those onto the body. So we'll do that tomorrow. So lots to do tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you in my workshop then. So be good for your parents in the meantime. Bye boys and girls.